We're Nick and Rachel, and in October 2024 we bought this 1930s renovation project as first time buyers and first time DIYers. In last week's video we did the first fix for the downstairs toilet, as well as did a load of preparation with the floor. In this video the downstairs toilet is going to be going in. We're going to be installing the toilet and a vanity unit. So without further ado, let's get into week 32 of the house renovation. Welcome back to week 32 of the house renovation. In today's video we are going to be focusing on the downstairs toilet. So in the last video you saw us do the first fix preparation for the cold water feed, the self leveler and for the wash hand basin, and in today's video what we're going to do is finish off the prep work. What we decided, we were going to tile that wall, but now we're just going to paint it green, so we just need to paint that green first, and then what we're going to be doing is then laying the plywood down and then the flooring, and then we can start installing the toilet and the wash hand basin and also core out for the waste. So without further ado, let's get into week 32 of the house renovation, and this is going to be a good one. Now for this downstairs toilet renovation, Bathroom Takeaway has sponsored this video by giving us the vanity unit and the toilet for this bathroom. Bathroom Takeaway offer a variety of bathroom solutions, whether you want a full bathroom suite, kitchen appliances like sinks, taps, etc. Check out their website if you want anything or you're looking to update your decor. And yeah, thank you for sponsoring this video. More on them later. So as you can see, we've cut the plywood to size. We had to cut it in half because it just wasn't fitting in without damaging the walls. So what I'm going to do is we've cut it here so that we have this section of the plywood half nailed and half adhesive, because we have to spray adhesive that because that's concrete under there. So what we're going to do is I'm going to hammer the nails in that side, spray the adhesive on that side and hammer the nails in that side, and that should give us a solid sub base for the laminate to go down. Now the reason why I've done so many nails is just to prevent any movement going forward, and looking back at this bit I shouldn't have really used spray adhesive. I should have used like the glue in the tube, but hey-ho. Okay then, so the plywood flooring is now down, so now what we can do is lay the laminate. So yeah, we'll set that up as a time lapse. Don't need to go into detail because we've already gone into detail on another video. Go back and watch it if you haven't seen the one that we've done for this and here. So yeah, we're going to get onto the laminate now and we can start putting the sanctuary in. Alright, so that's the flooring done. Me and Rachel have done a good job of that. So next what we're going to do, just to kind of liven it up a little, well not liven it up, but just to kind of finish it off a little bit, I'm going to put these chrome caps around 1, 2 and 3 pipes. Then what we're going to do is just install the skirting board along the back there, just so when we put the toilet back we can install these ones later. Be easy to do those, but that back one we won't be able to do once the toilet's in. Then we need to cut round that because the pan connector will need to go on the outside of that pipe, and as you can see there's not enough room there, so we'll connect that and then yeah, we'll start getting that put together. You don't want to cheap out on, because when I was pushing it in, it was just like I'm popping back out. And that goes right, that goes right the way in. That's perfect. Yeah. That is.
That's such a funky noise.
It's like seeing that locks on proper like this.
So I'm just going to be putting together our bedside tables that we bought. They were just ones on the sale and in B&M, but they look quite nice. Like, we're going to go for that kind of oak vibe to go with the brown carpet in the bedroom. So luckily we were able to get 2 of them. So I'm just going to put those together and hope they look nice in the bedroom. Cool, so that is the first one done. Just like your basic bog standard. And I won't lie, that took me a lot longer than I thought it would, and it should have. But that's that one done, so I'm just gonna do the second one. And hopefully, yeah, I think they look quite nice. And you can clearly see that we like our oak colours because that's almost identical to the floor. That's like subconsciously happened. Don't know when we decided we were just gonna get wood furniture. But it looks nice, so there we go.
So here I am putting together the vanity unit that Bathroom Takeaway sent us, and just a bit about Bathroom Takeaway because they've been kind enough to send us the vanity unit and the basin for this video. If you're looking to do a bathroom renovation or anything just like replacing radiators or anything like that, Bathroom Takeaway is your go-to place. They do all sorts such as bathroom suites, radiators, towel radiators, bathroom furniture, showers enclosures, taps, and so much more. Now, we actually compared this to other bathroom brands and they actually came out the most competitive, and the customer service was super good as well. So if you're interested in anything that Bathroom Takeaway have to offer, I've left a link in the description. Okay, so you just saw me put together the vanity unit. Now, when we've come to kind of position it, there's a bit of an issue with these, well, this isolation valve in particular. So basically what I need to do is lower this isolation valve down between these 2 points here, because you know, sod's law, it's ended up right where the support is at the back, so you can't isolate that. So I just need to drop that down between there and there, repipe this, so that's what I'm going to quickly do. So here what I'm doing is putting some tape down on the floor so I can fix the toilet down, and I just use tape just so I don't draw on the actual floor. Alright then, so that's the toilet pan and the cistern installed. I am going to just tip some water down here just to see whether it leaks, just to make sure that the all the seals and everything are correct. And we will be able to tell if there is any water underneath after. And so far I can't feel anything. Yeah, hopefully that's alright. About to say, if you remember in the bathroom video, I didn't put a lot of the washers on the top section, only on the bottom section, so it leaked through. But I've learned from my mistake this time. So yeah, that's all sorted, and hopefully, fingers crossed, in a couple of hours it doesn't leak. Alright, so it's a couple of hours later, and yeah, the water hasn't gone down. I felt round the back. I did accidentally push the flush button, which is why there's water down there. The next, what we're going to do is fit the flex hose from the pipe down there onto the bottom. So let's do that now. I'm not sure how much I'll be able to get because it's in an awkward position, but yeah, we'll try. So I've just connected this flex hose now, as you can see right there. It's connected on both sides. I've had to kind of loop it round, otherwise it wouldn't fit. Now I'm hoping, because it's such an awkward thing, it doesn't leak, but let's see. That's through there. Nothing on there. Nothing so far. Let's keep going. Alright, so that's the tank filled up now, and I can't feel that there's any leaks anywhere. So what I'm going to do is flush it a couple times, and hopefully on the flush there's no leaks, because I'm just a bit cautious around this pipe as well. So let's flush it. That's refilling, it's flushed. Just checking just to make sure there's no drips around the waste. Yeah, I think that is the tool that connects up, so let's put the lid on now. There we go, the lid's on. So let's do one final test, and there's no further drips, so I think that is the toilet now connected, which is really good. Alright, so next what we're going to do is fit this vanity unit onto the wall. So first I've lined up basically where our marks are on the wall, so that's where the basin's going to be, that's where the top of the unit's going to be, so that's just the thickness of the basin. So yeah, we basically need to line it up with this line here. What I'm going to do is I've already put the brackets onto the basin, onto the vanity unit, so Rachel's going to hold it up, then I'm going to mark on the wall where we need to drill and then get them attached to the wall, then we can mount the vanity unit.
Want me to hold the bracket nice and secure next to it? Tell me when you're happy. Happy?
Yep. Yeah, just so the bracket's flat up against the wall. Done?
Yeah. Okay.
That's fine. Probably won't even look like I can line up to it.
You can hold it when you tilt it. What does it slot in?
There we go. Right. So just to explain what I'm doing here. So there's a couple of screws on either side. So this screw right here brings this backwards and forwards, and then this screw on top basically lifts it up and down, which is really cool. So yeah, that's basically 100% level now, even though these brackets weren't 100% level. So yeah, I'm really impressed with this unit. It's really cool. But yeah, we've just put that on, which is at the height that we need it to, and it's nice and level thanks to those adjustments. And yeah, so now we can put the sink on top and hopefully it all works out. Alright, so warning, if you're a plumber, do not look, skip over this, but what I've had to do is a couple of things because it's really awkward. So, firstly, the trap is, I've had to cut the adjustable P-trap down just so the adjustable bit isn't very adjustable, just so it's as high up as I can get it. Secondly, I've had to install this flexible connection because when I've tried to switch this around so it goes straight out, it's just bumping into the isolation valve for the outside tap. So what I've had to do is get a flex waist, 32mm, and basically just do it so it goes through up round the back and then out the wall there. So Rachel's going to pour this down now and we'll see whether it leaks. So let's give it a go. Because you're going over the opening. Okay, and now I guess press it and see whether it drips out.
Don't think it dripped this side.
Around all the joints.
So
I think that's worked quite well. It's not very conventional, but it works, and I'm not going to complain that it works. So let's somehow connect these up now. Now, before we go any further, just want to make sure that I silicone this down. So yeah, let's properly silicone it.
Dripping, lot of water.
Where?
Right out of here.
Oh, how's it coming out there? Oh, it's out the back.
Oh!
Where's it coming out of? That must be the overflow. Oh.
My God, you got it all over the floor!
So let's lower this down onto the silicone bed. Like so. It's not too bad on the ceramic because that can be quite easily cleaned off.
Try use something with a bit of scrubbing. How about that?
That works.
If not, I'll get the sieve.
Okay, that works outside. Okay then, so that's the sink in place now. It is pretty well on the basin. So what I'm going to do is wait for that. Oh God, why is it all down here? Anyway, before I got distracted with that, let's reconnect the trap back on, just so we've got that in place. Alright, brilliant, and there we go, that's all, let's tighten that up, tighten all these up, cool, so that is that taken care of. So what I'm going to do is wait till the morning when this is all set, and then what we can do is then connect up the hot and cold feeds underneath the sink, because we might need to do a little bit more work for that. Unfortunately, we're going to have to end the video of the bathroom renovation in next week's video because we ran out of time this week. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Again, thanks for Bathroom Takeaway sponsoring the video, and we'd really appreciate it if you go check out their website. The link is in the description. Take care.